This is Season 5 of Overwatch 2, and it is Questwatch. This is the new take on the Battle Pass, and actually, I think this is probably the best Battle Pass they've ever put together for this game, because they're starting to innovate a little bit on the same old boring Battle Pass formula. And this Battle Pass, it feels more conducive with the theme of the Battle Pass. So it's a high fantasy theme. All of the items are related to that. There isn't just like a random military skin for Winston in the middle of nowhere in the Battle Pass. So it's more thematic, and I think they've done a good job there. So let me explain what this is. It's very basic, and it could be a lot better, but at least they're trying, right? So what we've got is this Questwatch sort of map, this fantasy map, and you're going to go on a journey. So obviously when you buy the Battle Pass, you start at the Royal Watchpoint, then you'll progress to the Slime Caves, and you can see this is unlocked at Tier 10. Capital of the Overland, that's unlocked at Tier 20, Tier 26 Adventurers, and you can see you just progress through this, right? Ultimately, you finish at the Queen's Castle after destroying the Demon Lord Reinhardt, I would imagine, at Mount Malavento. Now, you don't actually do anything here. What it is a way to deliver mini, I guess, like, it's mini lore tidbits, but just lore related to Questwatch, not the overall Overwatch story. It's non-canon, I guess is the way of saying this. Now, check this out. So,
everyone excited to play role heroes? Emily's been working on this campaign for ages. Do you have your characters ready?
So Emily's Tracer's girlfriend, and she's put the I guess the D&D campaign together, right? And we're all going to go on a quest. This is voiced, and I'm like, cool, we're going to get a load of voice work. It's going to be awesome. And then you don't. It's a bit of a letdown. Now, they have added sound effects. I guess they just didn't have time or the chance to record this stuff, or maybe this stuff was made later on. I don't know. But I won't go through this because it's a little bit of a spoiler, I guess. But it's you know, it's a very basic storyline. But essentially, as I click through this, it will just, you know, the dialogue continues. You get sound effects every now and again. But I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to spoil this because it's kind of cool, right? I just wish it was voiced because I think it's a bit cheap that it's not. But anyway, when you progress to the Slime Caves, you'll get a bit more of the story. And then when you go through the, well, it won't be the Alchemy Workshop. It's the, where's the Tier 20? You go to the Capital, then you go to the Adventures Inn. And it's progressive. It's cool, right? This progression, I like it. Now, let's talk about the challenges, because this Battle Pass contains special event challenges. Now, they're called key quests, and they kind of relate to the Battle Pass being Questwatch. This one does because it's saying complete 6 games of Defeat the Demon Lord. Now, this is a special workshop mode made by a workshop creator in collaboration with Blizzard, basically where you just have to kill a big beefed up Reinhardt. And if you complete 6 games of that, you'll get 2,500 Battle Pass XP, which obviously is going to push the story forward on the Questwatch campaign. So it's kind of cool, this is. It's better than, honestly, I think, just straight up staring at this and just progressing through it. You will also notice as well, this has got a thematic background. It isn't no longer just a grey box, a sterile grey box that just looks horrible. So let's go through and take a look at some of these rewards. Now, remember what I said. These rewards are very much like, they're thematic to the Battle Pass. They are either related to like retro fantasy RPG gaming, or just related to classic sort of fantasy, right? Which I think is really cool. So obviously we get this skin, which is the Griffin Orisa for purchasing the Battle Pass. I really like this skin, and I will say, I think these skins are some of the, in fact, these cosmetics are some of the best they've ever done in the Battle Pass, full stop, in this game. So at least things are getting slightly better in that regard. So yeah, the spear looks pretty nice. I think that's a cool skin. This, again, I really like this Zen skin. I think this is actually a pretty nice Zen skin. I'd even say this is probably up there with like the top tier Zen skins for me. I really like that skin. I just like the fact he's got a pair of glasses on in his beard. He looks so good. But yeah, I like that. It's pretty cool. Then you get, obviously, a bit of credits. This is only legacy credits. It's not the premium currency. I do think, actually, looking at the event, there was some that maybe, yeah, that's it. Yeah, this one, because that rewards credits. So if you complete 5 key quest challenges, so these specific ones, you'll get 1,500 legacy credits, or I guess they just call them Overwatch credits now, don't they? Which you can use on old cosmetics, basically any cosmetic that isn't from Overwatch 2. I would prefer it if that was premium currency. It's still complete garbage that you can't earn premium currency in the Battle Pass. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. So yeah, pretty cool little Questwatch Pashimari, again in the retro style. I think that's pretty cool. Voice line for Widow.
We are simply on different levels.
I like it. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you could maybe argue that, okay, that voice line and this, it's not very thematic. But you could argue that he's got, you know, that is thematic. I don't know. Like, this is kind of stretching it a little bit. It's okay, right? It's fine. More credits. A little bit of a victory pose. Again, this is very D&D. She's throwing a couple of, I think they're D20s she's throwing, isn't it? Cool. Retro. What can I say? A map that looks like a Tolkien-esque map. Yep, great. Map of Overland. Tracer's full health. Emote. I actually think this is really cool. You know what? Let's see if it actually it does it twist. We'll be able to make it invisible, though. That's really cool. I mean, that's like traditional, you know, you're playing an RPG game on your NES, because I'm that old. You know, you're playing Final Fantasy or something. Oh, dear. It's really cool. Like, I like it. That's nice. I do like that.
Who said chivalry is dead?
Slime Queen Orisa. I think that's pretty cool as well. I mean, it's pretty basic, but it's only an epic skin, so whatever. But I think the thing I'm trying to say, guys, is like looking at this battle pass, it's made me smile a little bit. I've gone like, oh, this is pretty cool. I've not looked at it and gone, oh, it's just a horrific cash grab. I mean, it still is, right? Don't get me wrong, but it isn't as crushingly bad as the other ones are. Again, yeah, Zen reading a massive book. I mean, it's just like a spell book, eh? It's amazing. I love it. This is pretty cool as well. But the problem is it's a souvenir, so no one uses them. But yeah, it's a Pashimari dressed up as a little knight. More currency. Game over. Lovely old style there. Good stuff. Retro style again. I mean, I do like the way they've gone with the sort of retro thing. It's really cool. So this is Alchemist May. This is a skin. You will see. I think she must be part of the Alchemist point on the map, the point of interest on the map. But it's actually, again, it's a really good, cool skin. It's like a steampunk skin, but we'll see it in a second. Again, a bit more of the normal currency. You know, X marks the spot. Great. Bounty board, again, traditional fantasy stuff. Cool. Yeah, healing potion and weapon charm. Again, you know, it is just all standard stuff, really. Something that blows you away, but it's just kind of cool that it's all linked together.
Rust. My greatest weakness.
So this is in relation to his skin, because he's obviously a knight, and he could get quite rusty, and it's his greatest weakness. Bit more currency. The Questwatch Echo player icon. Cool. And then the Genji skin. Now, can we be harsh on the Genji skin? I don't know. Like, this Genji skin has a lot of detail. I want to say this sword is a flamberge. I'm not even sure I've pronounced that correctly. But it doesn't look like one when you whip it out. It just looks like a broadsword, I think. But don't quote me on that. Might be twisted, actually. I'm not sure. But I think it's pretty cool. Detail-wise, I'm not sure it's my favorite Genji skin, but I think it's okay. It's all right. Again, it's thematic to the battle pass. So, yeah, there we go. So what am I talking about? We can just look at his Dragon Blade, can't we? Yeah, it's not. It would be nice if this was twisted, but maybe that was a bit too much work. I don't know. Probably wouldn't fit in here. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, yeah. Cool. I think it's pretty cool, right? You might notice as well that I can equip all of this stuff. This is because it's from the test server. Like, basically, anytime I record on the test server, you'll see this minus 75% XP, because the way the test server works is you can play quick play, but only when people are online. And because there's not a lot of people online, because it's obviously just, I guess, developers and the odd people from, like, I don't know, IGN and other content creators, you can sit in a queue and you can go into a game and there's not enough players, and then you end up leaving the game and it punishes you, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Yeah, so we've got Campfire Genji. Yeah, I think this is cool. I think, again, it's a nice little emote, really. I think that's just nice. I think that's fine. Bit more currency. Treasure map spray. Yeah, fine. Orisa standing tall, which is fine, you know. I mean, there's not much to this, really. It's just Orisa standing there with the spear, but it's fine. It's a decent victory pose. The nice sort of pixel art Genji Questwatch player icon, and you'll get these for all the characters with skins, basically, or at least legendary skins. More credits. I kind of like this, but I kind of like anything with Hammond, where he's standing on his mech. His mech's like posing, and he's Hammond. I love Hammond. A bit of a mutton chop. No doubt this will give you some HP. But again, it's a souvenir, so you'll never see it in the game. Dear, oh dear. Cool sort of retro style. Tracer collecting the coins. Kind of ironic because, yeah, they're premium coins, but then you don't get them in the battle pass. Ha!
You know yourself.
You do know yourself. There's the mana potion. Or they've called it the spell potion. It's mana potion. And then we get this, a skin for Anna, which is an epic skin, and it's a polar skin. And it just basically means she's got a bit more fur. And she's orange, so if she gets lost in the snow, you'll be able to see her. It's okay. Again, this because it's epic, there's hardly any change to the model. There's a little bit of extra detail on the weapon. There's a bit of detail to her hood, her eye patch, you know, and she's got like a different scarf. Little bits of detail. It's okay. I mean, you could argue that this isn't very thematic for the battle pass because it's like, okay, it's just a polar Anna, but you could probably say it is as well. I don't know. You could argue this, I suppose. Rock Out isn't thematic to the battle pass, but then I guess you could say it is because it's, you know, D&D, heavy metal. Let's go. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like you can make the connection. That's what I'm saying. Whereas if you had a battle pass based on, I don't know, ancient Egypt, and then suddenly you just had like a American military Winston in that battle pass, it would look very strange. Right, you get what I'm saying? Anyway, this is cool. Rock Out. I would use this if I played Roadhog, but I don't, so I won't use it. More credits. Yep, great.
Gain more experience before you challenge me again.
Will do. Cool voice line, that is. Pasha Slimy is... I don't think they're ever going to stop doing variants of Pashimari. They're always just going to... It's like such an easy thing to bulk the battle pass out with. You'd be like, right, we need to get another 10 tiers. Guys, we need some ideas. I know, you know what? Let's do 10 different variations of Pashimaris. Let's do them as weapon charms. Let's do them as souvenirs. It's like, oh no. Let's do them as sprays. Another 100 credits. And, yep, a spray. Fine. Fine again. It's a low pixel retro health bar. It's cool. I love it. A gem. Awesome. Love it. Again, I love it.
There are slimes with more personality than you.
That's a bit harsh there, Batiste. But I accept it. You could say that's maybe not very fancy either. You know what I mean? Like, what? Finger guns. All right, let's go. It's okay, though. So, yeah, here's the Alchemist skin for May. I really like this skin. I don't know what it is, but this to me really suits May. She looks really good here. I just like everything about this. I even like the detail on the glasses. I think this is actually a really cool skin. I like the steampunk kind of style of it. It's really good. Again, like I said, I think these are some of the better skins that we've had in any battle pass. It's a good job there, Blizz. All right, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Yep, we get another name card. That's fine. Some more credits. A little spray of the Hammond skin, which is incredible, by the way. Yeah, Ramattra victory pose. That's okay.
How do you want to do this?
However you want to do it, Cassidy. So this is where things get interesting, right? We've reached tier 45 of the battle pass. This is the mythic skin. Now, it is just the base mythic skin. However, I have got every sort of tier unlocked on the mythic skin because the battle pass is considered complete for this account, even though it's not. So you would basically just get the basic, which I guess is this, right? That weapon, this head model, and then that color. And then as you go through it, you would then unlock the different weapon model and the different hood, and also slightly changes the, I guess, the chest design. And then finally, you get this at the last tier, which is the knight version. And you can see, like, when we go through, if we just ignore the weapons now, if we go through the armor, that's the base one, that's the slightly upgraded one, and that's the ultra upgraded one. And you can see, like, there's things like she doesn't have a cape here. She's got a bit of a cape here. And then she's got a much bigger cape, or I guess cloak, here. So you can see the progression in this skin. And I don't think they actually really showed this off very well in the trailer they put out, because this skin does progress in detail. It's not like the other mythic skins where they're all kind of a similar level. This is different. And I think they probably should have promoted that a little bit more. But yeah, essentially at level 45, you get this. Now, I quite like this, and I think they should have done this to begin with. If you've watched any of my older videos, I did actually speak about this when Overwatch 2 came out. I was like, I don't know why they're not doing the Mythic skin as like an unlockable thing as you go through the season. Because this means more people will get the skin. I know it's only the base version, but then, and this is the devious part of it, once you've got it, you then kind of want to power it up, don't you? You want to get through to this tier, and then you want to get to this tier, right? And I think that's going to make people play the Battle Pass more. So I could never understand why they just dump this at the end of the Battle Pass. Because giving people a bit of a teaser, it is like a character chase, and maybe I'm sort of... this almost sounds like I'm putting a job interview in a Bobby Kotick, like, let me work on the Battle Pass. I'll come up with sinister systems to increase rev generation. But overall, I think this is better for the player. So that skin, it's okay. In terms of like Mythic skin, power level, I guess, in terms of what's the tier list of Mythic skins, it's okay. I wouldn't put it at the top. I don't think I'd put it at the bottom, but I'm like kind of indifferent about it. I think it's cool. But is it a Mythic? I don't know. It's only Mythic in the way that it's 3 different skins really together, but they arguably are just 3 legendary skins. So yeah, we get the credits. The slime prince, again, it's well, it's not a Pashimari variant, is it that? It's just a slime enemy, retro enemies. That's cool. Pickpocketing, love it. Love it. A little cheeky emote there for May. This one's kind of cool because she just keeps moving forward. So if you do this on in a level, you'll just keep going forward. On a map, I should say. In a level, it's like I'm not playing an RPG. Anyway, this is what you've all been waiting for. The honeycomb wrecking ball skin. I mean, you could maybe say this isn't exactly fantasy, but I don't care. It's just a big honeycomb wrecking ball, and he's dressed like a little bumblebee. Like, what is there not to like about that skin? I think that's pretty cool. Then he gets a little player card or name card. Great. Yep, fine. Like a lot of this stuff, I know it's like there isn't really much to say here. It's like, yeah, fine.
This time, I'll roll higher.
Again, another D&D reference. Fine, great, you love it. Treasure chest. Oh, it's a souvenir. I thought it was a spray. It's a souvenir, so you'll never see it. But cool. Questwatch Reinhardt, yeah, fine. The Slime Queen, yeah, I love it. Great, I love it. It's fine. Another one of these walking emotes. Like, they love they kind of love this now. Although she is spawning little lotuses there. That's actually kind of cool. Although they are despawning when they get close to the ground. Oh god, what's happened? Oh god, what's happened? Oh no, where were we? Oh, yeah. So I think that's pretty. I think that's fine.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Yep.
That was pretty good.
It was. Sorry, Echo, I interrupted you, but yeah, she was starting a story there. I love it. Then we get a rogue Kiriko skin. This is an epic skin, but you know what? I actually quite like this skin. I think this is really good. I think this is. It's one of those epic skins. I mean, again, it might just be me going, oh, I just like the look of the skin. But I think they've done a really good job here. Like the hair color, the eye color, the way they've changed her... just all of it. Like, all of it. I like this. I like the color scheme. I mean, the kunai is a bit basic, but yeah, it's only an epic skin. We can't expect a full change. I mean, this is just a texture change, but again, it's fine. It looks good. I've actually got a pretty... decent texture change on the Suzu there as well. So this is decent. I think this is for a Kiriko skin. I think that's a pretty good skin. So then we move on to the next tier, and we get an emote for a victory pose. Sorry, for Brig. Which anything with Brig's cat, Mitzi, is fine. I'll take it all day.
You can still be good while being up to no good.
Yep. Fine. Royal Key, fine. You know, Weapon Charm, fine. Fine. And then we get to the next tier of the Mythic skin. And you can see it shows you the model. So it's the next tier of, as I showed you guys. So it's it's not this. It's basically this. And I'd imagine it unlocks this color variant as well. So you can be like, oh, yeah, I can have that color variant. Which I guess I didn't show you guys for the other armor. So if we bang the other armor on, you can see that in red. And you can see it in the turquoise color. And again, for the standard one, blue, red, turquoise. Yep. Also changes the hair color, actually. So she gets white hair in the turquoise mode. Or color scheme, I guess. It's fine. Like, it's fine. I think it's fine. It's a much better way of doing a mythic skin.
I could use an adventure.
When I say doing a mythic skin, I just mean delivering the skin. It's better. Yep, fine. I mean, this skin is just ridiculous. I've got to be honest. This skin is ridiculous. Look at it. Like, you look at that skin. I mean, this is just a highlight intro we're looking at here. But this skin, as compared to the mythic, it's better than the mythic skin. It just is. Can you... if they put mythic, like, effects on this as well, like with the different... You know, where they change the abilities and stuff, which they have done for the Tracer one as well. And like, little voice lines and stuff. This is Destroy It. It's just a better skin. Level up. Cool. Batiste. Victory pose. He's laughing. Good stuff. And there it is, right? The Demon Lord skin. The level 70 premium reward. And this, look at that. I like Reinhardt. He's one of my most played heroes. And I just look at this and I'm like, what? This is sick. This, to me, looks like a classic Blizzard design as well. In before, it's just been completely designed by a third party or something. But I really like these, like, dragon, like, wings that look like they move. It's so cool. His weapon looks sick as well. This is a really, really good skin. A really, really good skin. Okay, so we move on to the final tier. And this is an absolute top tier emote as well. It's, again, one of those ones where they keep endlessly moving forward. But I just want to show you... Oh, I've done it again. I just want to show you guys the... Like, look at this, right? Look at the way it starts. Hang on, let's click over it. Look. Oh, it's like I can still interact with it even though the UI's been removed. It's quite annoying. You see how wings become the surfboard or the supboard, the stand-up paddleboard or whatever this is. I think it's probably a surfboard. Well, no, paddleboard. It is a stand-up paddleboard. There you go. Whatever. Or maybe it's a kneel-down paddleboard. I don't know. Cool. Like, this is really good. And the way she generates the ore as well, it is cool. I like that. I think Echo must be one of the better heroes to work with because you can, like, just make her spawn things. Really cool. More credits, another spray. Yeah. Yep, a D20. Yeah. It's the same model that Kiriko's thrown up in the hand, I guess. They've just repurposed again. It's fine, whatever.
6 demonic hearts burn within my chest.
Demon Lord voice line, love it. A souvenir. Well, yeah, we'll never see it in the game. A full health spray, cool. Getting booped by good old Sombra, love it. It's actually funny, like, looking at Sombra, because any of you guys are old enough to remember the Sombra ARG and the whole lead up to Sombra? And then, like, you think of the latest hero that's been teased. It's just like at the end of a trailer. You know, it's like so simplistic now. Oh, no. But yeah, that's cool. It's fine. And then you end up with the final tier of the Mythic skin. And you also get the monster chest spray and the Questwatch Tracer icon. Okay, what I'm going to do now is show all of the skins that we can. And now, there is obviously timestamps at the bottom of the video. I probably said this earlier on in the video as well. But there's timestamps, and you can just jump to whatever section you want to check out for whatever part of the video. What skins, what cosmetics, and all that stuff. So, yeah, let's go do that. Oh, actually, before we do that, these are the titles you can get. So, Adventurer for level 85. For 95, you get Barbarian. For 105, you get Bard. For 115, you get Knight. 125 is Druid. Then you get Rogue, Paladin, and finally finishes off with Archmage. So this is the Tracer Mythic skin. Now, it's got some different visual effects on it, but also it's got some unique voice lines as well, especially with heroes that are involved in Questwatch. I'm not going to spoil all of them in the video, but I will show you the Reinhardt one. So basically, you've got a different visual effect as well on your ultimate. So if I charge my ult, but we might get a voice line here, so I'll be quiet if we do. Okay, we didn't then, but we will in a second, trust me. Got a shoddy armor smith. That's a skin-specific voice line. You know what? Maybe if I respawn him, let's just change it to Echo. I think there's one for Echo as well, but I'm not going to spoil that. Let's get Reinhardt back. Maybe this will reset it. I'll show you the Pulse Bomb. So Pulse Bomb, different effect. Kind of looks bigger, and it has this sort of like magical flourish towards the end. Zapped. She's not going to say it now. If she doesn't say it now, I'll go and find her saying it and add it to the video. Right?
Lord. Cheers, Squire. It's time to save the realm.
And yeah, apart from that, you just get some different, like, little minimal visual effects. So, like, if I blink about, notice the edge of the screen, I think that even looks the same, to be honest. You see she's shouting charge as well. That's another voice line. That's specific to it. I think there's little, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm smoking some of there. But yeah, there's little bits to it. It's kind of cool. Let's move on to the shop skins now for Season 5. As ever, we don't get all of the shop skins for the season, but we do get a good number of them in this review preview build. So this is actually really, I think this is really good, but it just pains me if to buy them, but whatever. So this is Gladiator Queen, Junker Queen. I think it's really cool. I mean, this is, it's just really cool, this is. It really fits her persona as well. I think this is just cool. There's a ton of detail on this skin. It looks really, really good. The armor looks fantastic. The weapon looks fantastic. It's just a really good skin. But yeah, it's a shop skin. Ramattra Jade Totem even. I'm not sure this is for this season. I'm going to be completely honest here, guys. I don't regularly check the shop skins because I just don't. But I just want to throw this out there just in case it is. It's an epic skin, Jade Totem. I don't think I've seen this before, but I might have lost my mind. But in case I haven't, yeah, there's the Jade Totem skin for Ramattra. And possibly another one here, the Ritzy Cassidy skin. Again, I've not seen this before. Could have been in the shop before, I don't know. Don't slaughter me in the comments if I'm showing you this and you're like, no, I've already seen it before. It's fine. It's just an epic skin, you know. Just a bit of extra texture, a bit of color work. It's cool. I mean, the Peacekeeper looks pretty cool, actually, with the, like, sort of marble effect on it. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the new skin. It is the Devil Pharah skin. It's the best skin she's got. This is, she's a devil. And this looks really good. It's an epic skin, but there's a lot of nice effects on this. I like the fire coming off the pauldrons and sort of from her armpits. That looks amazing. It looks so good. And from her ankles as well. I like this skin, but again, it's going to be a shop skin, so you're going to have to pay cash money if you want it, which is a shame. A Barista Sojourn. Again, I think this is a new skin. I don't recall this from anywhere else, so yeah. The thing is, guys, like what makes me a bit confused is on this version of the game, there are skins that are kind of like all over the place, and it gets a little bit hard trying to track what's what. But I think this is new. I've not seen this before. The problem with Sojourn is she's got like some of her skins. Like I like this skin. It's really cool. I think they're almost finding it difficult to do legendary skins for her in some ways. This skin is not great. I really don't like this skin. I think it's a bit strange. But then, like, when you look at legendary skins, like, look at that compared to this. I mean, there's not really... Like, what's the differentiator here? What makes this legendary? You know what I mean? It's like, it looks the same level of modification that Infinite Admiral's received. You know, new hairstyle, the beret on. Well, Firefighter is not what I want to click on. Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? And Cyber Detective, I don't know. Sojourn could do with better skins, Blizzard. Come on. Okay, this is where things get a bit ridiculous because this Marioneta skin is insane. Like, this is insane. I really like this skin. This is obviously a legendary skin. It's a total conversion of the character. Look at that. You know, we've just looked at those Sojourn skins. Like, look at them compared to this. It's like, it's not even the same. It's not even the same planet. This is such a good skin. It's a shame I don't play Sombra because I'd be all over this skin, even though it's in the shop. I mean, that looks... I think, to me, that is an incredible skin. That is a sick job. This is the Conjurer skin for Symmetra. And obviously, yeah, it's like a fantasy-themed skin. She's a Conjurer, you know. Yeah, she actually is. She makes stuff out of hard light, so you could argue she is anyway. Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. I quite like the detail. It's great. You know, there's not really too much to say about the epic skins most of the time. But, you know, every now and again, some of them do take you by surprise, like the Pharah skin. That really took me by surprise, especially with it being an epic. That's crazy. Widow also gets a skin. This is the Dryad skin. Again, fantasy-themed skin. I think it's pretty good, actually, this. It always gets me how a hair just clips through the weapon. It must be so frustrating for the designers. It's like, oh, no. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Like, the problem is, guys, I really want to get carried away for the skins because I really do like some of them. But it really pisses me off how much they're just... Like, I look at this skin and I'm like, this is effectively $20 this skin will be. You can buy games for that much money that will give you hours of entertainment. Like, Anyway, I digress. Okay, now we're talking S tier skin for Lifeweaver here. This is a Cleric skin. Again, I don't want to get too carried away. I know it's in the shop, blah, blah, blah. But as a design, I think this is really, really cool. Eagle-eyed viewers may notice something about these petals that I don't think I can talk about in this video, but you may have noticed something about them on all of the skins. But, yep, there you go. I think this is pretty cool. I think his ultimate is garbage, though. I think the hero's still not great. Although he is getting giga buffed. Again, I can't talk about it in this video, but yeah, you can probably work out there is a substantial buff coming to him. I mean, the game director's already said there is, so yeah, I'm not going to get in too much trouble. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. This is an incredible Lucio skin. Lucio is the bard of Overwatch anyway, and now he's got a bard skin. If I was a die-hard Lucio player, I would be rolling this all of the time. It is so good. Like, I really, really, really like this. I mean, it's just great. Like, look at him. It's just great. All of it's great. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the weapon model. It's broken in this version of the game. It will be not broken by the time you guys get your hands on it. But yeah, Blizzard have said don't show the weapon model off, which is fair enough. But I think this is a cool skin. Okay, yeah, there's a Mercy Lifeguard skin. This will probably be the skin which generates the most money in the shop that there has ever been. Yeah. Yeah. It's Mercy as a Lifeguard. Do I even really need to say anything else here? Do I even really need to? I don't think I need to. Safety first. Yes, Mercy, yeah. And the blaster, guard. Got a little anchor on it. Very nautical. Bit of rope there as well. Yeah, this is going to sell a lot. A hell of a lot. We also get a Plague Doctor Moira skin. So what I like about this is it looks like a World War I helmet and kind of get-up, like surgical get-up. And then she's got the Plague Doctor style mask from like the Black Death in like the 13th century or whatever it was. This looks really good. Anybody who plays Warhammer as well, this looks like Death Corpse of Krieg. And I'm loving it. But again, it's in the shop. There's only so much a man can love things that cost a crazed amount of money. Dear, oh dear. Okay, welcome to Watchpoint Gibraltar. There's been some changes on Gibraltar. And you'll probably notice the first change here. It's quite a massive change. I mean, what they've done is added that extra bit of sort of cover there to that entrance. So if you like to sit on top here and fire down at the enemy, they actually do have the chance here to sort of push forward to a safe space here and then push out. They're not just walking out of this door and immediately being drilled by all the damage. It also means as well that they are protected from being attacked from further back over here as well, because you simply cannot see into that. Now, I know this orange bit of cover has always been here, but you could fire into there. So this is a nice little interesting change there to the shuttle bay point. And I'll just sort of go out this way to show you guys from this angle. So yeah, as you respawn out of this here, you'll now notice that as you run forward, you can decide to go into here, or you can decide to go over here, and you can actually access the high ground from this direction. So it gives you like a little bit of a safer way to get into this point. And yeah, I mean, I think this will be okay for the map. It's just going to make it probably a bit fairer because it is kind of, I guess, majorly defender's advantage at that point of the map. Now, there is another change, and this change is quite substantial. Do you remember the old spawn point for the defenders? Well, that's gone now, and I'll show you that in a second. But look at this. there's a new door here. So if you get trapped in this spawn, in the past it was like, well, I've got to run out here. Oh no, the enemy team are pushing. Oh god, I'm dead. But now you can actually move out of this door. And this obviously takes you to this area, which makes it a lot easier for you to disengage, a lot more cover, and then you can quickly rejoin with your team over here. So this is a much safer place to respawn now. Of course, as well, if you've got, you know, movement abilities, you can access there and get over here, get up to here, you know, do whatever. So yeah, I think this is a good change to that area of the map. Now, this is where things get really funky. So if I go up here, there is a bit of cover here. There never used to be that. That is new. I don't think there's any changes over here. Not that I'm aware of. But basically, the main change is this down here. So this door is closed. You can no longer get into this. There is no longer the spawn underneath the map. Like it was kind of down there, wasn't it? Like underneath the point. And you either ran out of that door or you run out of this door. That's no longer the case because the spawn is now underneath the shuttle. You may have noticed there is a door there and there is a door here. Now, what is the big thing here is this is protected. This means if the enemy are pushing, you have got a way to get together again and move out instead of just being absolutely farmed at the spawn door here, which is what generally happened on this map. But yeah, this is the spawn. So you've got two ways you can go out of this spawn. It's much smaller than the old spawn room. It's nowhere near as cool. I mean, the old spawn room had like the big Overwatch table in it and everything. We'll probably see that come back for PvE missions, I guess. But yeah, so you can go to the left and this will take you out the left-hand side here. Decent view over the point. And notice as well, you're not down a ramp. You know, you're like parallel with the point. Or you can go over this way and then just sort of come through the main door. I think it's a good change. The other changes to the other maps, I believe, are just lighting changes. And it's only Gibraltar that's received this sort of really heavy change to the map itself. Alright guys, thank you for listening and watching the video. I hope this has informed you as to the wider changes coming to Season 5 and the way the Battle Pass functions and all the cosmetics and stuff. There will be a balance patch update video coming out. It is a pretty comprehensive balance patch. I don't know when that'll come out though, because we're still waiting on when Blizzard give approval. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as ever, guys, thank you for the support. And yeah, I'll catch you lovely lot on the next video. See you soon.